Hi there, welcome to day 28 of our 100 days of Python challenge. Hello Python enthusiast, welcome back. Today we are going to recap everything we have learned over past 6 days. We have covered classes and objects, inheritance, polymorphism, scope, modules and iterators. On day 22, we have covered Python classes and objects. Let's talk about Python classes and objects. Classes are like blueprints for creating objects. Here we have a person class with attributes name and age plus a method called greet. We can create an instance called p1 and call its greet method. This is how classes encapsulate data and the functions that operate on that data. On day 23, let's explore inheritance. Inheritance allows one class to inherit attributes and methods from another class. Here, student inherits from person, adding a graduation year attribute. We can create a student object s1 and use the inherited greet method. It's a great way to promote code reuse. On day 24, we covered Python polymorphism. Let's talk about polymorphism, which allows functions to use objects of different types. Different classes can have methods with the same name. When we loop through a list of car and boat objects, each calls its own move method. This flexibility is very powerful. On day 25, we have covered Python scope. Let's discuss scope. Scope determines the visibility of variable. Variables created inside a function are local and only accessible within that function. If we try to print x outside of my function, we will get an error. On the other hand, global variables like x here are accessible from anywhere in the code, including inside functions. On day 26, we covered Python modules. Now let's talk about modules. Modules are files containing Python code that you can import into your scripts. You can save your functions in a .py file and import it using the import statement. This way you can reuse your code easily. Python also comes with built-in modules like platform, which you can import and use right away. On day 27, we have covered Python iterators. Finally, let's discuss iterators. An iterator is an object that allows you to traverse through a collection. You can use the iter function to get an iterator from an iterable object and then use next to get the next item in the sequence. You can even create your own iterators by implementing the iter and next methods in class. It's a great way to customize how you iterate through data. And that's our quick revision of past 6 days. We have covered classes and objects, inheritance, polymorphism, scope, modules and iterators. Keep practicing these concepts to truly master Python. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more Python tutorials. See you in the next video. See you tomorrow.